The world watched in astonishment as news broke of a dramatic upheaval within Sentebale, the charity co-founded by Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso of Lesotho. In an unprecedented turn of events, not only did Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso step down from their roles as patrons, but the entire board of trustees also resigned. This shocking exodus sent shockwaves through the philanthropic world, leaving many to wonder what could have caused such a drastic and public fracturing of an organization dedicated to such a worthy cause. Sentebale, meaning forget-me-not in Sesotho, was established in 2006 as a testament to the enduring love of Princess Diana and a beacon of hope for vulnerable children in Lesotho and Botswana. The charity's mission, deeply personal to both princes, was to provide vital support and care to young people affected by HIV/AIDS in southern Africa. For over 19 years, Sentebale has been synonymous with Prince Harry's commitment to continuing his mother's legacy of compassion and humanitarianism. Prince Seeiso, Harry's close friend and confidant, shared this dedication, making their partnership both powerful and poignant. The sight of the two princes side by side engaging with the children Sentebale served became emblematic of the charity's impact and reach. The resignations, announced in a terse statement released by the charity, cited an irreparable breakdown in the relationship between the trustees and Sentebale's chairwoman, Dr. Sophie Chandauka. The news came as a blow to the charity's many supporters and cast a long shadow over its future. What began as whispers of internal discord had escalated into a full-blown crisis, leaving Sentebale's future hanging precariously in the balance. As the dust settled, one question remained on everyone's mind. What had gone so wrong within an organization dedicated to helping some of the world's most vulnerable children? Rumors of trouble brewing within Sentebale had been circulating for months prior to the bombshell announcement of the resignations. While the charity's public face remained one of unwavering commitment to its mission, behind the scenes a different story was unfolding. Sources close to Sentebale whispered of mounting financial pressures and a growing rift between Dr. Chandauka and the board of trustees. At the heart of the turmoil lay accusations of financial mismanagement and a breakdown of trust between Dr. Chandauka and the board. The trustees, in their resignation statement, pointed to a series of decisions made by Dr. Chandauka, which they alleged were taken without their full knowledge or consent. One such decision involved the hiring of external consultants at a significant cost to the charity to develop new fundraising strategies. These strategies, however, failed to yield the anticipated results, leaving Sentebale in a precarious financial position. Adding fuel to the fire were claims that Dr. Chandauka had clashed with a major donor, leading to the cancellation of the Sentebale Polo Cup, the charity's flagship fundraising event, in 2024. The cancellation of this high-profile event, which traditionally attracted significant media attention and generated substantial funds for Sentebale, was a major blow to the charity. It also raised concerns about Dr. Chandauka's leadership and her ability to maintain the critical relationships upon which Sentebale relied. As financial pressures mounted and the relationship between Dr. Chandauka and the board deteriorated, the situation at Sentebale became increasingly untenable. The trustees, feeling they had lost confidence in Dr. Chandauka's leadership, formally requested her resignation. Dr. Chandauka, however, refused to step down, setting the stage for a bitter and very public battle for control of the charity. Dr. Sophie Chandauka, a highly accomplished businesswoman with an impressive track record in the corporate world, was appointed chairwoman of Sentebale's Board of Trustees in July 2023. Her arrival was met with optimism, with many believing her experience and expertise would be invaluable in steering the charity through an increasingly challenging fundraising landscape. Initially, Dr. Chandauka seemed to settle into her role seamlessly. She accompanied Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso on a high-profile visit to Lesotho in October 2024, where they met with beneficiaries and witnessed firsthand the impact of Sentebale's work. However, behind the scenes, tensions were simmering. The trustees, in their subsequent statements, alleged that Dr. Chandauka's leadership style was autocratic, and that she had a tendency to make unilateral decisions, often without consulting the board. They also expressed concerns about her handling of the charity's finances, particularly the decision to engage expensive external consultants. Dr. Chandauka, for her part, vehemently denied these allegations. She countered by accusing the trustees of orchestrating a smear campaign against her, driven by what she described as a culture of bullying, harassment, misogyny, and misogynoir within the organization. In a blistering statement released through her lawyers, Dr. Chandauka claimed that she had been subjected to a coordinated effort to undermine her authority and discredit her reputation. She further alleged that her attempts to raise concerns about what she perceived as financial irregularities and governance issues within Sentebale had been met with resistance and hostility. Dr. Chandauka's allegations painted a starkly different picture of the events that led to the resignations, raising serious questions about the culture and governance of the charity. Section 4. The Future of Sentebale, Uncertainty and Hope. The resignations of Prince Harry, Prince Seeiso, and the Board of Trustees have left Sentebale reeling and facing an uncertain future. The charity, already grappling with financial pressures, must now navigate the fallout from the very public and acrimonious breakdown in relations between its leadership. The loss of Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso as patrons is a significant blow. Their association with Sentebale has been instrumental in raising its profile, attracting donors, and amplifying its message of hope for vulnerable children in southern Africa. Their departure leaves a void that will be difficult to fill. The charity's staff and local partners, however, have remained resolute in their commitment to continuing Sentebale's vital work. In a statement released shortly after the resignations, Sentebale's CEO emphasized that their priority remained the well-being of the children and young people they serve. The charity has also received messages of support from donors and partners who have pledged to continue their support. While the road ahead for Sentebale will undoubtedly be challenging, there is a glimmer of hope. The charity's mission remains as relevant and urgent as ever. The need to support children and young people affected by HIV/AIDS in Lesotho and Botswana has not diminished. If Sentebale can learn from the mistakes of the past, address the governance issues that have come to light, and rebuild trust with its stakeholders, it may yet emerge from this crisis stronger and more determined than ever. Section 5. A Legacy in the Balance, the Weight of Expectations. The turmoil within Sentebale has cast a long shadow over the charity's future, and raised questions about the legacy of its co-founders. Prince Harry, in particular, has staked a significant portion of his public persona on his commitment to carrying on his mother's legacy of compassion and philanthropy. Sentebale, with its focus on supporting children affected by HIV/AIDS, has been a tangible manifestation of that commitment. The recent events, however, have tarnished the charity's image and, by extension, have the potential to impact public perception of Prince Harry's philanthropic endeavors. The timing of the crisis is particularly unfortunate, coming at a time when Prince Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, are seeking to establish their own charitable foundation and forge their own path outside of the royal family. The scrutiny brought on by the Sentebale saga will undoubtedly make their task more challenging. Despite the challenges, it is important to remember that Sentebale's mission transcends the individuals involved. The charity's work in supporting vulnerable children in southern Africa remains vital, regardless of who sits on its board or lends their name to its cause. The true test of Sentebale's resilience will be its ability to navigate this crisis, emerge stronger, and remain focused on its core mission. The children and young people it serves deserve nothing less.